many of them are appealing that can we move the schedule to this time or that time. Most of them we understand because it's necessary, but others I don't even think that it's a crucial trip for them
So
to undertake.
can we extract that figure? How much in the national budget
We are
is
getting
about
that
foreign
figure right
trips?
now.
Total. Okay na po yung total.
Okay, total, yeah, that's 24 billion local and foreign travel.
Ginagaya ko lang po si Senator Recto. Alam ko yung dating tinanong niya sa telecommunication expenses. Sige po. But at any rate, sana po na kasi we don't want to break our rule that the head of agency must at least be before us so that to show the interest of the head on the defense of their budget. Mr. President, ito po yung President's budget message, no? Paragraph 2. The World Bank, in its Philippines Economic Update for June 2024, noted the Philippines' robust growth. So that's how the World Bank defined our growth. May we know the growth rate, which was described by the World Bank as a robust growth? What was that growth rate?
It's an average of 6.1% growth in the last two and a half years.
Okay, kasi para lang definition of terms lang po to, robust na pala yan. Diba sa robust? Yes.
We're the second highest in the region, Mr. President. We stated this earlier.
Yes, okay.
Top 5 in the world.
As far as growth is concerned, okay. Pero, and I also remember the President's SONA, sabi yata ni Presidente doon, what is the growth rate to the ordinary Filipino? So may we know why we should be glad that we have high growth rates? What is that to the ordinary Filipino,
Mr. President, I think that, of course, we're still not where we want to be, but definitely poverty has decreased, together also with the support the government has been giving them, and employment has increased. We cannot reduce poverty without growing the economy, but we have a figure also of the number of people who were lifted out of poverty in the past year. Poverty incidence in 2021 is 18%. But in 2023, it was 15.1%. So that means 2.4 million people were lifted out of poverty. This is because also of the continued increase in our growth. The upper middle income status is achievable in 2025 because we've been steadily increasing from 2023, 2024, and now $4,256 in 2023 for capita income, and then 4,363 in 2024. So there's a slight increase in income and a decrease in poverty.
That's per capita income, which
yes,
is also just a figure, Mr. President. That's probably GDP divided by population, I think. So I think, ulitin ko po yung na-raise ko during the committee hearing. Is there a way to measure how the ordinary Filipino benefits from growth rate?
There are more jobs created. 50 million people are working today.
Jobs a year.
We are creating 1 million jobs a year.
5% salary and wages.
Roughly 65% are salary and wages. which is an indication of a growing middle class. As I mentioned, also the upper middle income status that we are about to achieve by next year.
So that's why yesterday si Senator Joel naman went into definitions. So we really have to be defining when are you poor, what's the definition of poverty, and then when are you employed. Yun yung mga
Mr.
balik tayo
President,
ng balik sa ganun because those are the figures being used. So
for the poverty,
yes,
poverty threshold,
yes, how is
perhaps?
that defined?
Okay, so
Ma'am, can I cut you? Di ba nagka-controversya tayo nung committee hearing because yung food poor,
21 pesos per day.
60 plus pesos, 61 pesos per day, pag ginagastos mo daw yan sa sarili mo, you're not food poor. And then may 90 pesos per day, pag yan naman, you're not poor. Kaya nga tayo, sabi natin, if those are the definitions, definitely yung figures mo ang tataas, acceptable. Kaya nga, that's why let's be careful. What are you telling us now? The updated, definition?
No, Mr. President, I understand. Napakahirap lunukin na parang gumagasta lang tayo ng 60 pesos per day or 20 pesos per meal per person.
Yes,
Diba? So, 30 pesos na ngayon. Kasi naging 90 pesos na itong figure natin. This came from the World Bank. Now, usually, it's income data. This is how the metrics are gauged. Income data from Family and Income Expenditure Survey, price data collected by the Philippine Statistics Authority, and the food bundle designed by the Nutrition Research Institute. Now, as a mother, I guess, if you compute the 30 pesos a day, no, kakapiranggot na kanin, kumuha ka ng malunggay sa puno, magkano yon? Konting isda. Talagang kung pipilitin mo, aabot ka doon. Pero ito ba ay talagang realistic, di ba? So, I asked also the economic managers if, let's say, we increase the parameters, okay, we make the metrics a little bit more reasonable. Apparently, according to them, poverty incidence will still decrease. Yeah, so, and this is already factoring in inflation. Kasi kung gagamitin natin pareho lang standards from before, pareho lang yung measurement basis, pababa pa rin, pati kasama yung ano. Ngayon, Mr. President, hindi nangangahulugan na we're out of the woods or this is actually highly commendable. But we can say that we are working towards a better situation for our countrymen. That's why we also did not skimp on supporting basic institutions that will directly impact o yung talagang mararamdaman at makakatulong sa kanila.
So let's just use the figure given to us. According to our chairwoman, in 2023, the poverty incidence rate was 15.1%. So how was poverty defined when we reached 15.1%?
Poverty threshold, how was it reached or how was it defined? Well, if minimum income required for a family to meet basic needs, so meaning if they cannot meet their basic needs, as I mentioned, the 90 pesos per day, I assume 90 pesos per day per person,
Can we find out how it was defined?
or 33,000